South Korea's Prime Minister attended a special ceremony today at the top office on behalf of President Moon, who is recovering from a cold. During the event held to commend 100 companies for exemplary efforts to create jobs, Nak-yon stressed the government will do its best not only to improve employment situation, but to ensure a smooth transition while implementing shorter working hours and raising the minimum wage. Hwang Hojun shares with us his remarks.
South Korean Prime Minister Nak-yon said Thursday that the Moon administration's #1 goal is job creation. And addressing the critics of government spending, he said so far the lion's share of support has gone to the private sector.
There is often this misunderstanding that we're only creating jobs in the public sector, but we used 83% of this year's 17 trillion won budget to help private companies hire more. The government only spent 17% of it.
Lee was speaking at a special ceremony hosted at the Blue House by the Ministry of Employment and Labor. He said the government is doing all it can to create jobs. In particular, he said that simultaneously raising the minimum wage, reducing working hours, and encouraging temp-to-perm transitions will result in not only more jobs but higher quality ones. He did note, however, that the brunt of the changes might be borne by certain groups including young part-time workers, day laborers, and small business owners. He insisted that the government should not and will not ignore their pain, no matter how beneficial that change may be, and pledged to do its best to help them through. Next week, the maximum work hour will be shortened from 68 hours to 52. Lee stressed that the change won't be too painful for businesses because at first the rule will only apply to companies with 300 employees or more.
If you think about it, we started the 5-day work week in 2004. Compared to that, the reduction of working hours is a small change. Working 5 days a week means 40 hours, and setting the work week at 52 hours simply means no more than 12 hours of overtime.
But to alleviate the burden, Prime Minister noted that the government will take the advice of the Korea Employers Federation, which has suggested a 6-month grace period to help companies make a smooth transition. Hwang Hojun, Arirang News.